Well, hello, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back. Jiu-Jitsu 2000 here today. I hope you're doing fantastic out there. In this video today, we're going to take a look at a diesel air car parking heater. This company, Hcalory, reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to review this unit. I thought, you know, since we're already in the fall, the winter's coming right around the corner, I thought that this would be a good thing to review. So I said yes. So we're going to take a look at this. The cool thing that sets this diesel heater apart from other diesel heaters that you've seen on my channel is this one has wheels and it has a little handle where you can drag the thing around. So maybe if you're an older person or a young person, or you don't have strength or dexterity, maybe you're handicapped, this might be a good solution for you. Right here on the side of the box, there is some information. I'll bring this closer so you can look at that. That is some contact information. We're gonna go ahead and open this up. The first thing that we see right off the bat is the user manual. Very nice. And we're only gonna see about 10 pages. Right there, it's like a product information guide. So it gives you this chart with the numbers, and then you correspond those numbers to see what the part is. So I thought that was pretty cool. Product structure diagram. Right here it talks about the remote control and the operating mode of the unit. The instructions to use that remote control. Right here is some more instructions. So feel free to pause your screen if there's anything here that you want to read a little bit longer. Some stuff on the languages, oil pumping mode, fault display, Bluetooth matching. So this does offer a Bluetooth option, which is cool. I'll probably use it manually, to be completely honest with you. I'm not real big on Bluetooth on something like this personally, so I don't think I'll be showing that in the video today. But there's some good, easy to read instructions for anybody out there that might be interested in Bluetooth. Then we go into error codes. Right there, and then right here I'm gonna look at this page. This is your error codes and what you need to do for each one. Very cool. And that is the last page in the English portion of the user manual. So we'll pull the unit out, set it down. There's this little box here and nothing left in the main box. Now here's a look at the unit itself. As you saw, it came packaged very well. Right here is the display. And then here you have this little handle that pulls out. Very cool. And you can roll the thing around. It's got these little stoppers here, so you can just roll the thing around. Got these little casters on it. I think it's pretty cool. Pretty neat. You just push this button and then these handles will go in. Very, very neat. What is this? This is, I believe, the exhaust. Pretty neat. I've never seen a unit built like this. You've got the intake here, so check that out. That's cool. And then you have a positive and negative for 12 volt. Very cool. And the intake, the air intake, is on the bottom. It just sucks air in from the bottom, and this is your exhaust right here. I'll tell you what, this is a neat little unit. I like it so far. Pretty cool. And then on the top of the unit, there's this little sticker. So it's got some information. Feel free to pause if you want to read that. And then also you have this little piece right here. This is a door that accesses the fill or the tank. So very cool. It's kind of a keyed door. Just pop that in just like that, and that's how you would fill the unit. Now, I'm frustrated that mine's broken on the side there, but it's really not that big of a deal because all it is the little cover. It's just damaged right there. No big deal though, honestly. So looking inside, you can see you have the diesel heater here. You also have the fuel tank. This holds 5 liters of fuel. So this is an all-in-one portable wheel model. It's very cool, and like you saw on the box, it does come with the option for a mobile app. You can operate it that way. I thought that was neat. Has a variety of functions available. Pump oil volume, you can change the fan speed, you can change the working voltage of the unit, temperature control conversion, ignition plug power, and you can also change things on the LCD screen. Now you can purchase this from many different places. You can get it from Amazon, Walmart's going to carry them, Banggood's going to carry them. You can find these on eBay and also AliExpress. I'll put links in the description box down below. Now I'm looking at the heater, and it looks like the plastic itself on the heater is separated right here. So they must have dropped this package or something. They must have dropped it because it came kind of messed up a little bit. I got to go through and make sure everything is solid. And yeah, that just snapped right into place. So no problem. Now let's go ahead and take a look real quick. I'm going to put this cover back on, and what I want to do is I want to look in this box, and I want to see what is included in this box. Now the option for it to be used indoors, I'm not too sure about that. I mean, you're going to have to exhaust this thing out. You don't want to get carbon monoxide poisoning. So right here you have the exhaust pipe. You have a remote switch, so you have on, off, minus, and plus. Pretty cool. It's like a little keychain. So there's your remote. You have some 12-volt wires, 12-volt supply up to 15 amps it says. So that's pretty cool. There is a muffler for the exhaust pipe. And then you have a couple hose clamps for the exhaust. And then lastly, check this out. This is the power brick. This plugs into a standard outlet, and then I'm guessing this puts out 12 volt. What does this say? 12 volt, 15 amp is the output. That's real cool. So you can plug this in to a standard house and get 12 volt to power this unit. You can also use a deep cycle battery with these wires, which I think is super cool. Now, okay, let's go ahead and take this exhaust pipe. I'm just gonna stick it on there. I'm not gonna like install it or anything. Cool thing is it's not touching anything underneath it. So I like that. It's kind of protected. You don't really have a lot to worry about. My first diesel heater experience, I got these burn marks on my table because the exhaust pipe touched on my Vever. See them marks? Right there, that's from burning. Well, on this one, I'm not seeing that as a possibility because you have airspace underneath. You got these big plastic bumpers, and everything's kept up off the ground, up off of the surface that you're going to be working on. I think that's super cool. The option to power the unit that I'm going to use, since I'm out in my shop, it's going to be this little box. It's going to put out 12 volts for me. So I'm going to use this to power it. So we'll just come back here. I have a brown wire and I have a blue wire. That is my positive, and this is my negative. You can see I've got this plugged in and I have a green indicator. And then when I spin the unit around, you can see the LCD display is lit up. So now all I need to do is put fuel in this thing and get it fired up. I am going to use a exhaust pipe and muffler that I have from a different diesel heater. I don't want to burn in that brand new one, so I'll just stick that right there, kind of lean it up against the wall there. In this brick building, that's not going to be no problem. So I'll take this door off, we'll get the fuel added, and we'll fire this thing up. One thing that I noticed off camera just now is when you push the power button, this thing talks to you. It's got a little speaker on it, and it's speaking in some other language. So I'm going to have to get it converted over to English. And I know this looks funny, but this is diesel fuel here. We're going to go ahead and fill this bad boy up. Cool thing about this unit is it gives me the option to take this unit just about anywhere. And this is a gallon that I put in there, so 5 liters is a little more than a gallon. So I like that this thing takes well over a gallon. If we look on the sight glass, we're a little over half full, so that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool that it has a good capacity. So we'll put this door on. Okay, let's refer back to this one more time. Push the power button to turn the machine on, and when it's off, and then when it's on, you can push the power button again to turn it off when the unit's running. Then again, it talks about mode switching, gear adjustment, time settings, engineering mode, there's some faults, remote control matching, language switching. Push and hold M for 3 seconds. You got to hold both buttons for 3 seconds at the same time in the power on state to switch from English, Chinese, Russian, or voice off. Oil pumping mode, fault display, and then Bluetooth matching. Okay, let's go ahead and push the power button. Turn the unit on. Now we can see I can feel the fan. Kind of cool. And then I'm going to push and hold these 2 buttons to see if I can change the language. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000. It turned it to language off. Let's do it again. 1 1000, 2 1000, English. Good. So that was easy to change the language. Okay, right now we have the unit turned off. I have a down button, I have an up button, I have a power button, and over here I have a mode button. I have the camera backed off a little bit because I want you to be able to see the exhaust coming out. To turn this unit on, you just push the power button.
Start heating.
Start heating, it says. So now we just wait. I've already adjusted the time. I can feel the fan running, and you can probably hear my fan. I have my door open out here, and I got my fan running to keep the carbon monoxide out of the building. So very cool. It says automatic. It's got a little green light right there. You can see these green indicators and then these red indicators. That's air intake and air exhaust coming out. I'm filling up here and I don't feel any exhaust. This pipe isn't warm or hot yet, but it will get that way. If we push down, we can go down on the temperature all the way down to, I think it was 8 degrees centigrade on the lowest. Yeah, that's 8 degrees on the lowest setting. And then we can also go up higher to the higher settings. What does it go to? On the highest setting, we're gonna go as high as it'll go. 36 degrees centigrade. Now in the video, when I edit, I'll put those temperatures in Fahrenheit. I don't think you can change from centigrade to Fahrenheit. I'm gonna look at the manual while I'm waiting on the unit and see if that's possible. There, I can hear the fuel pump, and I just heard it combust inside. Very interesting. I can hear it starting. There we go. Sounds like it's starting to run. I am getting a slight bit of heat, and the exhaust pipe is, it's not hot, but it is warming up. So this thing is definitely starting. There, it gave me a little puff of exhaust a second ago. This pipe is getting warmer. It's definitely starting to light. I'm pretty excited about this. As I'm playing with it, I'm reading this manual. This exhaust pipe is too hot to touch now. It's hot. So very interesting. I like this. These diesel heaters are really cool. I love that it has this little handle and that you could drag it around, and it's very easy to use. I'm just using that little power brick right there. If you were in an off-grid situation, you could run this off of a deep cycle battery, and that's all you need. That and exhaust. And I like that you can have space underneath the unit. You don't have to worry about it burning stuff. Very, very cool. It's definitely putting out some heat for sure. Okay, right now the heater's running. It's on a low temperature. It is putting out heat, I can feel. But if you push this mode button, now you can go add up or down depending on how many of these indicators you want it to be in heat. So look at that. You can rise it all the way up to the higher settings, and listen, you'll hear the heater respond. It's really starting to crank up pretty significantly. I'm feeling a lot of heat coming out of this vent here. And then if that's too much, you can come down to maybe a medium or something like that. It's cool because it gives you a nice visual where you can see exactly what kind of heat levels you're dealing with. If you just want it on the lowest setting, you can do that. Now right now I took the exhaust pipe and the muffler off, and this is what it sounds like with no exhaust, no muffler on the highest setting. Now when you're done with the unit and you want to turn it off, just push the power button. It takes it a little bit because it has to go through a shutdown cycle. It has to cool, so you're gonna hear the fan and everything, but I like how the indicator tells you in real time off. And it did give a voice thing, but I didn't hear what it said because it was so loud. And after I turned this off, I could still feel the air blowing. It was going through its cool down state, and then it still said the words off, and you could feel the fan. Then it gave me a sound and it said, "Thank you for using, have a safe journey," or something like that. So that was pretty cool. And then the word off went off. So now what I want to test is I want to see if this unit can be powered using a solar generator. This is a 500 watt solar generator, 678 watt hours of capacity. We're going to turn the AC on. We're going to disconnect our brick and plug our brick in to our X-Star. Right now you can see it has 13 watts. And we're just gonna wait for a second, and I'll push the power button and see, start heating it said. We're gonna see if this X-Star has enough power to pull this heater. 20 watts it's pulling right now. I've got the fan, and as you can see, it's on the hottest setting. So once this thing fires up, we're gonna see what it does. 20 watts is all it's pulling. That's not much. Once that glow plug starts, I don't know what's going to happen. If it'll pull it or not, I don't know. This is only a 500 watt unit. So we're going to find out together right here, right now. But right now it's going through its steps. Diesel heaters always take time to start up and to shut down. That's the thing about diesel heaters. Okay, I think it's getting ready to do something. 57 watts, 76 watts, 91. I still feel the fan. 104, 113. I think it's heating up that glow plug. 123 watts. Look at it, went up to 138, 144, 133. Because some of my other diesel heaters, I can't get them to run off of this. So hopefully this one will. I have a feeling it's going to do it. There, I hear the pump. I hear the ignition. I hear it. 145 watts. 147. Down to 125. Very cool. If this thing runs off of my X-Star, I'm going to be very impressed. 131 watts. Because this is the reason I'm saying I'll be impressed, because the X-Star is one of my smallest solar generators that I have. 149 watts. I'm feeling heat. This is impressive. Very impressive. 133. That is cool. So in an off-grid situation, you have the ability to look at your percentage. 95%. Look at that. 152 watts. 163 watts. You can look at your percentage of battery and kind of guess how much time you can run this thing, because you have an indicator here. 95% of my battery. Folks, it's doing it. That is impressive. I'm feeling heat, and I'm guessing once I get this thing up and running in the heat, look at it did exactly what I was about to say. It dropped the power consumption, because now this thing is internally combusting. It's up to temperature now, and now it doesn't need the glow plug anymore, so we dropped down to 37 watts. Now it's just running the fan basically and the pump. 38 watts. Folks, I'm very blown away. This is a nice unit. I wish it would have came not damaged. Wow. 49 watts. I know that took a little bit of time to show you that, but I wanted you guys to be able to see it in real time, not some video cut in showing it what it's doing. So my apologies if that was a little bit long there, but it is working off of my solar generator. I'm blown away. That's awesome. Ooh, that thing is putting out some serious heat. I'm going to turn this thing down. In fact, I'm going to turn it off. Well, folks, I want to say thank you so much for joining me today on checking out this unit. I can't say enough good things about this. Just the fact that it will use my solar generator to power it blows me away. So that really opens up a lot of options for this unit. Now, the current retail price at the time of me filming this video for these units is $289, but right now they have 38% off, and you can pick these up while supplies last for $179. They also have another unit currently on sale for $199 that's like a toolbox kind of heater. It's got the heat coming out of the front and the exhaust also coming out of the front. It has a handle like a toolbox. I'll put a link in the description box down below. I really like this unit. I'm blown away at how good it performs. I want to say thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please feel free to leave your comments down below. Like this video, share this video, and until next time, again, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. We'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.